Sorry I had to call so early.
It's all right. Is there no elevator in here?
Nope. Are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah, pause. Which floor is the guy on?
Top floor.
And how many flights up is he?
7.
7?
Maybe 8. Wow, huh? Nice?
Piano.
Came up, you saw nothing, and see what happened? All right. Hey.
Somebody sure went off on this kid.
Yeah, I don't even want to look. Hey, did you just get a haircut?
Yeah, usual.
Looks good. Who did it?
Tony's Barbershop, Commercial Drive. I've been going to him since I was 6. Had to sit on a board over the seat.
Yeah, I'm looking for a new guy. I asked Mick, but he goes to one of them places where they wash his hair first. I might just go around the corner and try that.
What happened to your Lebanese guy?
Oh, he retired. He's got arthritis. He can't hold the scissors no more. What we got here? Corey Wilkins, 17. He's from Toronto.
Toronto. You know the outlawed squeegee kids back there? Can you believe that?
Yeah, now we got the great squeegee kid migration. Everything washes up here on the coast.
Yeah, it makes me nervous sitting waiting for a light, some guy washing my window. I never know if he's gonna finish it before the light change. Always end up giving him some money.
Yeah, they show me their squeegee, I show them my badge.
Whatever happened to barber colleges? Used to be, you get your hair cut for $1 while some guy practices on you.
That's the girlfriend talking to Mick there. What do you think they hit him with?
Crowbar, pipe, something like that.
Take that. It's clean. So you and Corey came out from Toronto together?
Yeah, right after high school.
When was that?
A couple of months. Where it was a cool place.
Yeah. A lot of places seem cool until you actually move there and gotta survive.
It's not that easy to get work.
Is that why you started washing windows?
Yeah.
Yeah, come here. But tell me about this woman. You said you saw a woman running away when you came out of the store? Tell me about that.
She was running after a car. I think it was the car that Corey was washing when he got hit.
It's okay. You know what kind of car it was?
Black, I think. Older. I think the woman that was running after the car was one of the dealers that was here.
Dealer, really? We got a crack drive-through thing going on around the corner here. Do you think if you saw this girl again, you'd recognize her?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah? Okay. Just stay close. I'm gonna go talk to my partner. You take it easy, okay? Take it easy. Stay close. I'll be with you in a minute, okay?
So far, nobody actually saw the kid get beat. The dealers on the corner here all ran into their holes before we got here.
I'm gonna hang out with the kid's girlfriend here. See who comes back out of the woodwork.
Okay. I'm gonna go around the corner and get a quick haircut, okay?
Yeah, go get a haircut.
Okay, I'll go get a haircut.
Who called it in?
Neighbor out picking up her morning paper. Saw the smoke coming from the living room. First trucking crash was on the scene at 0520. They had her out of the house at 0524. One of the boys attempted resuscitation.
Very deep cuts in her forearm. There's rather deep ones in her hands, too. Do we know who she is?
Yeah. Janie Stedman, 22. Mother died last year, but the father's been notified.
Smoke?
Yeah. Come on, I'll take you through.
Okay. That blue box is kind of full. Looks like somebody had a party here. Any neighbors hear a party happening in here last night?
No, nobody I talked to.
Did she live alone?
Yeah. Upstairs suites unrented. There's another tenant lives in the basement.
Okay. So the fire was pretty well contained in the couch then, eh?
Yeah. Something lit the sofa on fire, which was here. Maybe a cigarette. Could be there was a candle left burning. I'll be able to tell you for sure in a few hours.
You got a lot of stuff and smoke.
Yeah, a fire like this smoldered for a couple hours.
Well, look at this poster. You know, my daughter's got the same one in her room.
Yeah, we found her in the bedroom, right here.
That curtain's ripped down. You got the inner glass is broken. So I'm thinking that she's probably in bed. She woke up from the smoke and got as far as the window, and that was about it. There's a lot of blood on the glass and on the carpet here. So she's probably got to the window and she's trying to get out, breaks it, and cuts herself pretty good. Looks accidental to me, too.
Okay.
Janie Stedman, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Wayne, come take a look at this John Doe, huh? You recognize him?
Yeah. We did an autopsy a couple days ago. I found a $50 bill in his right shoe.
And you're sure that that's the man?
That's him, yeah.
And yet, here he is today, back in his street clothes, scheduled for another autopsy, having miraculously recovered from all evidence of his first autopsy. Witness, no incisions. And the $50 bill now back in his left shoe.
Here you go. All they had was veggie.
Thank you.
You see anybody out there you recognize yet? So where's the rest of your family? They all out in Ontario or what?
My folks are both dead. My sister's back there, but we don't really get along very well. She's married, and she didn't like Corey very much.
Now, brothers and sisters, they gotta stick together.
Yeah, I guess.
I woke up when I heard the footsteps.
Okay.
It's an old house, so the floorboards creak when people walk upstairs.
Right. And what time was it?
About 5 this morning.
5. Okay, great. And did you hear anything else? Did you maybe hear some glass breaking by any chance?
No.
No. Okay. Now, did you hear any other people with her? Did she bring some friends over last night?
I didn't hear anyone else walking around up there with her. She did have a party a couple of nights ago, and it lasted till 4 in the morning.
Till 4.
Yeah.
Did you
Dominic?
say something? Yeah?
The victim's father, Morris Stedman, just got here. He's out front. He wants to go in the house.
Mr. Stedman? How do you do? My name is Dominic Da Vinci. I'm the coroner. I just wanted to tell you how sorry I am for your loss.
Thank you. Where's Jenny now?
Well, she's been taken to the morgue.
The morgue.
Yes, sir. It's normal in an unexpected death like this that we perform an autopsy.
Can I see her?
I was actually going to ask you if you wouldn't mind coming down and identifying the body.
Good.
That'd be all right?
I'd like to see her. I want to go into the house. I want to find out what happened here.
Oh, Mr. Stedman, that's not possible right now. There's a team of investigators going through the scene, and until they're satisfied with all the particulars, the house is what we call locked down.
Particulars? You think something's wrong?
No, nothing like that. No, it looks very much like it's accidental, but look, when we know, you're going to know, Mr. Stedman. Now, I've got my vehicle here. If you'd like a ride down to the morgue, you can come with me and I'll drop you back.
No, I can drive myself. Thank you.
Okay, just follow me. I'm in the brown...
Same clothes, same shoes, same $50 bill. One in the left shoe, one in the right. They're identical twins.
And the first one was found off Spanish Banks.
Yeah, just off Wreck Beach there.
And the brother?
Just off the Fraser, near the log booms, you know, below the point.
doing? $50 in their shoes, drowned, 2 days and 5 miles apart.
No idea on either of them.
Mystery man.
That's the girl. That's the girl I saw chasing after the car.
Hey, Vancouver PD.
Hold on.
No, put the fit down. Put the fit down. Come on. Stand up and grab a piece of this dumpster. Let's go. Come on. Get up. Get up. That's it, girl. Got any other needles on you?
No.
I hope not, because if I slap you down and I get a pricked finger, I'm going to be awfully pissed off. Hands behind your back, thumbs in the air, palms out. Come on. Palms out.
Ow.
Stay still. Stay still. I'm going to take your little fit here, all right? I'm going to hide this. We're going to have a little conversation. I hear what I want to hear, then you can go back and find it.
Okay. But hide it good, okay? Real good, okay? Okay.
Listen. We have a good conversation. You can come back and find it, okay? Let's go. Come on.
This is a very fine piano.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't take this down the stairs.
You can't?
No, I can't.
Why not?
That's going to put far too much stress on the heart of the piano.
Oh, great. Well, I can move in here. We can leave the piano where it is then.
Can you do that?
No, the piano's got to move.
The only way to move this piano is out the window. And there is no guarantee how it's going to react to another environment.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Is this for you?
No, it's my little girl, my daughter.
Hey, tell me about that car you were chasing down. How'd that happen?
That kid was washing his car's windshield, and then the driver just started wailing on him.
What?
I don't know. A pipe, a hockey stick, I don't know, something.
Get a good look at the driver?
No, not too good, no. I mostly saw him from behind. He was wearing a green shirt, and he had dark hair cut short, like...
See what kind of car it was?
An old Studebaker, black and white, and I wrote the license plate number down on my arm there, on my left arm there. I was gonna call 911, but I was getting thin, and I just caught my shit, so I thought, hey, I'll do a Jimmy before and get my head on straight for a conversation, you know?
Okay. Thank you, that was good thinking. Now listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna let you go, all right? You gotta promise me that I can get a hold of you, okay?
I got a room with Ivanhoe.
The Ivanhoe?
Yeah. Is that his girlfriend in your car? She probably needs a place to stay now, huh? Maybe I should offer.
That's thoughtful of you. I think she's got something lined up.
Okay.
Must have been an enormous amount of smoke. She's got soot all through her throat, nose, lungs.
So smoke inhalation, that's your cause of death?
Well, carbon monoxide was a contributing cause, but I won't know for sure until I see some tox. Oh, and there was some petechial hemorrhaging to the heart tissue.
Oh, really? Well, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't that sometimes suggest strangulation?
Not with this. During the fire, the air is full of carbon monoxide and soot. She's trying desperately to breathe. That'll damage the heart.
Okay. Now, there was a broken window pane there. It looks like she might have smashed it trying to get out or grab some air.
Oh, that would explain the deep cuts to her hand.
Did she bleed out?
No. This was pretty straight ahead asphyxiation.
Okay, well, I'm going to put a rush in the tox.
Mrs. Da Vinci.
Hello, Mrs. Stedman. Can I help you?
They still won't let me in my daughter's apartment. They're still in there poking around.
Oh, that's pretty standard. The fire department likes to make sure in cases like this, they go back to make sure they didn't miss anything the first time around, you know?
Did someone start the fire? Is that what they're looking for?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. They pretty much got a source for the fire. It was a candle knocked over in the living room, and it's 100% to me. It looks like accidental.
I still don't see how she didn't make it out. Now, I need to see for myself because it doesn't make sense. Can you swing that for me?
2 twins drowned with brand new $50 bills in their shoes. Go figure that.
That 2 twins making 4 altogether, or just 1 set of twins?
One set making 2 altogether.
Well, these are brand new. They're in sequential order, so probably issued at the same time and probably at the same bank. And shouldn't be too hard to track down.
Great, thanks.
Hey, Mick. Yeah, give me that. You say we switch desks? I kind of like my desk right where it is. Okay. But I'm working with Cosmo now. It would make sense that I'd work at this desk. Or if you want to share with me, that would work too.
Oh, I like my desk where it is.
Yeah. I'm sharing with Leo, and we're always talking 2 different cases. I mean, all the time.
Yeah, but it's like that with Leo anyway.
We like the desks the way they are.
Hey, whatever. I'm just saying it makes sense the other way.
Did you find the car?
Yeah, it's registered to Frank Carver. He reported it stolen.
I'll check it out.
Hey, Ange, you got a sec?
Yeah.
You see my brother lately? You talked to him?
Not since I told him never to speak to me again.
Yeah, but you told him not to call you.
Yeah, well, I meant for a long time, not forever.
Maybe you should have said that.
Forget that. He wants to talk to me, he can call me.
Well, there were candles everywhere. I mean, they were on the bookshelf in here, on the ledges, even on the dresser in the bedroom.
All right.
All right.
But if Janie was asleep, how did she knock one of them over? She wasn't a sleepwalker.
Well, perhaps she knocked it over on her way to bed and she fell asleep. And you know, these fires, they take a little time to catch, and then they smolder a bit. So
she would have noticed if she knocked it over.
Not unless she might have been tired, or she might have had a glass of wine or 2. I don't really want to speculate about that. I mean, fires, they start accidentally all the time. You know, someone forgets something that's burning, or you got an iron left on, or a cigarette.
She loved books.
Looks like it.
I bought her these when she was 14 years old. It's a story about some children who go into a wardrobe and never return. So who found her?
That was the fire department.
Well, how did they get in?
Through the front door.
The front door isn't broken down.
No, I know. It was unlocked.
No, I don't know why she would leave the door open all night. That doesn't sound right. She's a young woman. She knows not to do that.
Well, the firemen were clear about that. It was unlocked. Want to see the other room? We found your daughter over here by the window. She was unconscious, and they attempted resuscitation.
There's blood there.
Yeah, I see she cut her hand on the window, trying to get out.
Well, how did she get to the window? I thought you said she was asleep.
She must have woken up.
Well, why didn't she just go out the door?
That would have been tough, because the entire apartment would have been full of smoke, and that could be very disorienting.
That's a lot of blood.
It does seem that way, doesn't it? But actually, it's not that much.
I want to get her to the funeral home by this afternoon. I don't want to leave her down at that morgue.
Well, if there's anything in toxicology, we'll let you know.
Well, why toxicology?
It's just normal in an accidental death. We like to check the system for any chemicals. We're just trying to get you the full story on this, Mr. Stedman, that's all.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm going to go back to work now. Thank you very much for your time.
I'm very sorry.
Do you think it'd be all right if I took something?
I think so.
Your squeegee kid was hit at least half a dozen times. I don't know what the hell would provoke an attack like that.
Washing your windows, apparently.
Just like that, you go off on some innocent kid.
But the kid got into somebody's personal space and they beat him back up.
Whoever did it ran him over as well. Both his legs were fractured.
Any idea what the weapon was?
Round and metal. Forensics found some blue paint chips in the wounds we might be able to match to a weapon.
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
Thanks.
Can I have a sec?
I'll wait for the car.
All right. Yeah, what's up?
I ran into your ex-wife, Kimberly. Actually, I should say she ran into me. She accidentally bumped my car.
Oh, yeah?
How'd that go?
Well, she introduced herself as your wife.
That's her. I mean, that's not me. I can't control what she says. Jenny, right?
But technically, she still is your wife, right?
Yeah, I'm working on that.
You need some help?
No, I'll take care of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alfred just called.
Alfred?
Yeah, he's your piano guy. The crane's coming tomorrow. They're gonna hook up the piano. He thought you might like to be there.
Oh, yeah, oh. Yeah, maybe I should.
Okay. And also, that girl who died in the fire yesterday, her father has hired a private detective.
What's going on?
He wants access to all of your paperwork.
Well, he can't have it until it's completed and filed, not until then.
Yeah, that's what I said, but apparently what I say doesn't carry much weight, so he wants to talk to you.
Why don't you send him on in?
Tom Sproul.
Like my associate told you, you have to wait until my report's completed. I'm sorry.
Sure. I should tell you Morris Stedman's asked me to look into the death of his daughter because he's concerned the homicide department hasn't been called in yet to investigate.
Well, why would they? I mean, this is about as clear a case as you can get. The fire investigator and myself, we went right through the whole scene and we could find absolutely no evidence of any foul play.
Well, I went back to the scene this afternoon, took the liberty of snapping a few photographs.
Oh, yeah?
That's blood there on the carpet.
Blood? I don't think that's blood. And I'm very sure this wasn't on the carpet the morning after the fire.
Well, if it isn't blood, we'd sure like to know what it is. There was some blood found on the walls and floor of Janie's bedroom.
Yes, that's right.
The front door was found unlocked, so maybe she let someone in.
Or she left the door unlocked.
Well, that's the problem, Mr. Da Vinci. We don't understand why she'd do that, and we'd like some sort of reasonable explanation.
Okay, well, you know, I want the same thing. And I actually think I found some.
Mr. Stedman says he gave his daughter $500 in cash the afternoon before the fire.
Is that right?
She said she needed it for a vacation she was taking in a few weeks. Did you find some money in her apartment or in her purse?
Well, not in her purse. But about the apartment, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Okay, I'll stick around and give you a hand.
I'll get back to you.
Uniform found it parked on a residential street just off Parker and Victoria. It's registered to a Frank Carver.
Anybody notify him yet?
He's out of town. He's an airline pilot. I left a message with his company.
Find any prints anywhere in the car?
Wiped clean inside and out. But I did find some blood up in the wheel well there, which might match your squeegee kid. I sent that off to the lab already. And also, the UV light showed that there was some blood on the seat in the passenger side, and also on the inside of the driver's door here before the car got wiped down. And you can see there where it was hot wired.
These older makes are a lot easier to steal. A couple wires, you're off and running, huh?
Yeah, no sign of visible entry. Not that these cars are hard to break into. Coat hanger would do the trick. Slim Jim takes 3 or 4 seconds. Now, if he wasn't a rookie, maybe he's in the system.
Oh, yeah, that'll narrow it down to a few thousand. Was there a security system on the car?
No, but he might have had one of those wheel locks. There's some wear on the steering wheel there.
Okay, the thief breaks into the car. How does he get the wheel lock off?
Maybe the owner wasn't using his wheel lock that day.
Don't work if you don't use it.
Didn't find a wheel lock in the car, huh?
Nope.
Maybe we should take a wander over to the scene where they found the vehicle, take a look around there.
What, could be the weapon, you mean?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Now, if I had a cherry ride like this, I'd keep it locked up in the garage and take it out only on Sundays.
Looks like blood to me.
But it's not blood. That is called smoke screen, sir. This is a red lacquer that they use to seal the smell of smoke. The guys must have spilled it when they were cleaning up.
But she was bleeding in the bedroom.
Yes, she was. That was when she cut her arm when she was trying to get out that window.
And that could have been caused by some sort of altercation, correct?
There's no reason to believe that it was, though.
But she could have been. She could have been struggling with somebody, her hand goes through the window.
Could have been, but again, there's no reason to believe that it was.
I talked to body removal. They said Janie had cuts on her face.
I saw that body. I didn't notice any cuts.
Well, body removal did, and that indicates someone may have tried to hurt her.
All right. I'm going to speak to my pathologist then.
I think I will, too.
I'm going to get the same answers you're going to get, Mr. Sproul.
What about the money that was missing? The money that I gave her?
We didn't find any money in her purse. We didn't find any money here in the apartment.
I don't think you people are taking these facts into account. I don't think you want to know.
We're going to get some answers. Don't you worry. You let me worry.
What I was going to say, although we didn't find any money here, we did find a restaurant receipt. It was for the night she died, and I confirmed that she was in the restaurant, and she spent over $80.
I think she was robbed.
Mr. Stedman thinks his daughter let someone into the house.
Okay.
That person robbed her, in the ensuing struggle hurt her, and then started this fire to cover it up.
I just don't believe that's what happened, okay? I'm sorry. Mr. Stedman, would you mind if I just took Mr. Sproul aside? I just want to bring him up to speed on some matters we've discussed. Just take a minute. Mr. Sproul? I don't know how you think what you're doing is helping your client.
My client just wants his questions answered. He wants the truth.
Well, if you're wrong, all you succeed in doing is winding him up.
He's done that all on his own. Look, if we're wrong, then I've got no choice but to back you up. And another voice on your side might just convince him to let this go.
Well, I'm going to do my best to get some of those questions answered for you, Mr. Sproul.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
No problem.
You know, this whole squeegee thing has taken over from panhandling. Sort of like panhandling with a prop.
It's taken over from the shoe shine. Remember the shoe shine guy? You come around, make you feel good, look sharp.
Yeah. You don't see any shine guys running up to the intersection and trying to shine people's shoes before the light changes.
Yeah, that's the whole way society's changed, though. Nobody walks anymore. Just drive everywhere. They don't have a shoe fetish, they got a car fetish.
Used to be a guy at the old Regis Hotel. He was a great shine guy. He used to, like, you know, try and guess your horoscope and stuff like that. You know, you're right. Having a shine, it does make you feel good. We ought to have more of those shine guys back on the corner.
Why not squeegees?
What a squeaky people. I mean, all they do is run up and grab your wipers. They don't talk, they just start squeegeeing away. You know what I mean? That's
Hello.
shoe shining. Hey, you got it. I'm trying to get rid of these things. I hate them.
This is Janie Stedman's tox report. She had a significant amount of cocaine in her system when she died.
She was coked up, so maybe she was in a fight with somebody that night.
There's still no evidence anybody was with her, and cocaine and fighting don't necessarily go hand in hand.
Excuse me. What about the cuts to her face?
Well, they were post-mortem from the resuscitation attempts, maybe from the oxygen mask. It's all in the autopsy report.
It's more like minor abrasions, really.
Okay, but in your autopsy report, you mentioned a petechial hemorrhage to the heart. Isn't that usually evidence of strangulation?
It's associated with asphyxiation. It's not indicative of strangulation. I've seen it over and over again in smoke inhalation deaths.
Come on, you can't discount the coke. You gotta admit that's pretty important.
It's a long way from doing cocaine to homicide. Let's just take this one step at a time.
All right, I understand, but I have to tell Mr. Stedman.
I tell him. That's my job.
Fine.
Was this wheel lock here the type of thing you saw the guy hit the kid with?
Yeah, it looks like it, yeah.
Right, well, we need a better description of this guy. Anything else you can tell us that'll help?
No, like I said, I only saw him from the back when he got into the car.
You saw the plate, you saw the weapon, clearly.
No, I couldn't see because there was plastic hanging in the window.
Plastic what?
You know, like a bag, you know, from the dry cleaners.
Hanging in the window.
Yeah. Maybe if you catch this guy, I could recognize him.
Okay, thanks a lot. You can go now. Thanks, you can split. Okay, so guy steals the car, decides, oh, I got some dry cleaning, I better go pick it up. Gets it, stops along the way. After that, smacks the kid, or he steals the car with the dry cleaning in it, and then decides later on, after he smacks the kid, he's gonna swipe the dry cleaning out of the car.
Pilot comes home today, he'll tell us if he's missing any of his dry cleaning.
Your 50s from the twins were issued by some farmers' credit union in Alberta.
Any idea who they issued them to?
And that's just where they entered circulation, direct from the mint and into the bank machine. How they ended up in your dead guy's shoes, I got no idea.
Those bank machines record your withdrawals automatically. There has to be some record of who took money out of their account that day.
Well, it's a small town. Can't be that many twins unless they got toxic waste leaking into the water and they got lots of twins.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Leo. Finally got the Studebaker cleaned out. Thought you might want to have a look. Something here might belong to the car thief.
What you got there, chicken?
Gum wrappers, gas receipts from a glove box, crossword puzzle magazine, and dry cleaning receipt from the floor in the back.
Any usable prints?
A few latents. I'm running him now.
Here we go with the dry cleaning again.
I don't believe that my daughter used cocaine.
Well, the toxicology report's very clear there was cocaine in her system, and that's probably why she had no money. It's a possible explanation as well that how the door was unlocked and how she could have knocked over that candle and not noticed and started the fire. I'm sorry, but there was cocaine in her system.
I find that very difficult to accept.
I'm afraid Mr. Da Vinci's got that part right, sir. Jenny was using coke. But I'm not sure he's right about the rest of the scenario. I don't think Jenny knocked over a candle or forgot to lock a door. I think she may have been murdered.
I see. Why?
This afternoon, I spoke to a friend of hers who was with her at the bar just before she went home.
But she wasn't at a bar, she was at a restaurant.
Right. Then she went to the bar. Where this friend of hers works. He said he saw Janie get in a fight with her dealer.
She was having a fight with her dealer? Did he say the name of this dealer?
No, he doesn't know the guy's name.
Oh. But he said that they were friends, that he knew Janie.
Yes. He also confirmed Janie was a coke addict.
I'm not so sure about that.
I'm just telling you what the guy told me.
I think we would have seen more evidence of drug abuse in the autopsy. I really do.
I want to hear it.
Well, apparently Janie owed her regular dealer a lot of money. But instead of paying her debt with the cash you gave her, she took that money to another dealer to buy more drugs.
And did he say how he knew this?
Janie told him. She also said she was scared to death this dealer was going to seek some sort of retribution.
Retribution? Okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, sir, but this is what you paid me for.
Okay. I guess it's time we take this to homicide then.
7 May 116 clear.
Angela Roy?
Oh. Yeah, what's this case I'm working on? Girl died in a fire 3 days ago. I was pretty sure it was accidental. And now I'm not so sure. I might have made a mistake on this one.
3 days. I mean, the scene's gone cold by now, right?
Yeah.
It could be impossible to salvage any evidence.
Well, I got all the files from the coroner's office. They're yours. You can check them out. The victim's family has hired this private investigator, and he's turned up a couple of things. Well, what can I say? I made a bad call. Shoot me.
Tom Sproul. I know him.
You do?
He used to be a pretty good robbery detective. Tenacious.
Well, yeah, certainly turned up a witness that's turned this thing right in its head. Apparently now she had a fight with her drug dealer the night that she died, and allegedly threats were made.
Well, do you know the dealer's name?
Just a witness.
3 days. Would have been nice to get the jump, Slick.
Oh yeah, this would be Mr. Carver. Does a lot of business with you?
We do his uniform once a week.
This receipt here, it's a couple weeks old. Has he been in more recently?
Every Monday morning for the last 5 years.
Are you saying he was here last Monday?
Pretty sure. Let me check.
It's hot in here, man.
Yeah, you imagine working in here for 8 hours.
Yeah. There you go.
Now this time stamped right here, that's the correct time for when he dropped this piece off?
Yeah, cash register does that automatically.
Are you sure? Carver was in here on Monday?
Yeah, I helped him to put his dry cleaning into his car.
Well, you saw his car?
Parked right out front.
So the dry cleaner was sure about this. I mean, he identified the pilot. Let's have him picked up the dry cleaner.
Yeah, Carver went in, grabbed his dry cleaning about 10 minutes before the squeegee kid got whacked.
Okay, what about the wheel lock? Was it the weapon?
Sonny says it's consistent with the blows to the head, so we're pretty sure it was the weapon, yeah.
Any prints?
Wiped clean.
I don't think we need to wait on the lab matching paint. Bring your pilot in. Bring a witness in, too.
That's not much of a witness.
Pilot doesn't need to know that. Bring him in.
Come on down this way. We'll see if we can get you a cup of coffee. Sure.
Hey, so how long have you known Janie Stedman?
2-3 years. So you told this private investigator, Mr. Sprawl, that Janie was a cokehead.
That's right.
And she was fighting with her dealer. Right. And that this dealer might have had some reason to cause her harm.
Well, right, she shorted him.
But you don't know this dealer's name.
No.
Okay. Now, you told Mr. Sprawl that you saw this altercation between Miss Stedman and the dealer at about 1:15 a.m.
That's correct.
Hey, were you driving your car that evening?
Sure.
Okay, well then maybe you can help us out with something. See, as a matter of course, we had to check you out a little bit, but you came up clean.
Well, except for the parking tickets.
Right.
Remember getting a parking ticket that night at 1:09 a.m. up on 12th and Granville?
No.
So, what did you do? You ran home and then raced back to the bar?
Charles, if you're digging yourself a hole here, I'd be careful. This is a homicide investigation.
So if there's anything that you might want to change about your statement, you better do it now.
Yeah, well, I could have got a couple of things mixed up.
You were at the cleaners according to a receipt we got 10 minutes before this kid was killed.
They've made mistakes on my receipts before. Look, I think we've been over this before. If you have any new questions, we'd love to answer them.
I've got a question. You're a pilot, right?
You already know that.
I heard that you guys get more air up in the front than we do in the back. Is that true?
Can we leave now?
Hey, where did you hear that about the oxygen?
I read it somewhere.
You know, because that makes sense. Every time I get off a flight, I feel a little slow, a little thick-headed.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about, you know. They do it to save money.
Yeah, I hate flying. I like to train. You open the window, you get all the oxygen you need.
Nick? Are we finished?
Let's give us a couple minutes.
Okay, in here.
Hey.
Hi. I wanted to come and get some of Corey's things. He had a ring, some other
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. You want to just wait at my desk? I'll be with you in a second. Okay.
You recognize either of those guys?
Yeah,
Which one?
that guy there. He's a lawyer. I seen him down at the courthouse.
You seen either one of them driving the car?
I can't be sure. Sorry.
Look, you can call the Crown in on this if you want, but we all know that's a waste of time.
We all know he busted the kid's skull open is what we know.
If you can't place him directly at the scene, that's it. Release him.
Cut him loose.
Hey, Lily. I can take you down now and grab Corey's things out of the property room. How you doing? You all right?
I'm okay.
Who's this? This is Chuck. This is the so-called friend who gave that private eye the story about Janie having a fight with her dealer.
Oh, the friend.
Good. And tell him what you told us.
He paid me to say I knew her.
He did. He paid you. Who paid you?
The private investigator.
Yeah, how much did he pay you?
$600.
Here, Lily. I got a couple bucks for you just to keep you going for a few days.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna get work.
Well, I got my card. You know where to find me if you need anything. Just take this, okay?
That guy was in the store when I was buying cigarettes. Maybe he knows something?
Before Corey was attacked?
Yeah.
Mr. Carver. Mr. Carver. Just one more question here.
What is it?
This young lady says she's seen you before.
She's made a mistake.
Hey, how do you know she's made a mistake until you let me finish? Just come upstairs, we'll talk, we'll ask you a few more questions.
I have a flight to make.
You're gonna have to miss it. Look, please advise your client he should cooperate here.
Mr. Carver, don't touch me.
Hey, now just calm down, we'll go back upstairs.
Get out of my way.
Mr. Carver, stop right there. I'm gonna have to detain you.
No! All right, here we go.
Hurry then. Play. We're gonna go back upstairs. Your lawyer's here. You can bring him with you if you want. Let's go.
Just do as he says.
Lily, I'm gonna need you upstairs to make another statement.
Hello. You wanted to see me?
Yeah, don't worry. We're just shooting the breeze. Come and take a seat. We just had a couple of names I wanted to run by you, if that's okay. Paul Riley. Is that name, no. Thomas Stern? Okay, forget that one. How about Mary Wisniewski?
They're former clients. Is there a point to this?
Unhappy former clients, it turns out. Seems you have a very nasty way of doing business where you go through the papers and you find and you read about the most terrible random deaths and then just latch on to those families, don't
You know, I don't have to sit here and listen to this.
Hang on. We're placing you under arrest for obstructing a coroner in the performance of his duty. Do you wish to say anything in answer to the charge? You are not obliged to say anything unless you...
I heard you identified your twins.
Finally, yeah. Winston got their names from the bank where they picked up the 250s, and then Lebucaine found a car rental company where somebody remembered them. Evidently, they told the car rental company they'd never seen the Pacific Ocean and that they'd saved up for the trip.
That is so sad.
What, did they fall out of a boat or something?
No, they went out walking on the tidal flats off the mouth of the Fraser, off the point. Tide came in, they got caught. None of them ever learned how to swim.
Why did you do that? What are you covering up? He was the only man that believed what I was saying.
Well, my covering, he was trying to convince you of things that did not occur. He was just taking your money, Mr. Stedman.
You scared him and you threatened him because he's the only man that believed the truth about
He
what
was
happened.
paying witnesses to lie to you about what happened.
Someone held her down and made her take cocaine. Someone took her money and hurt her and lit her house on fire.
That's not what happened, Mr. Stedman. Sorry, that's just not what happened. It's not. Okay? You have to bury your daughter and just move on here, sir. I'm gonna tell you what. Let's go back over to the house. Just one last time. You and me.
I just don't understand.
I'm sorry, Mr. Stedman. Again, the apartment was full of smoke.